तीरवनचारी यमुना तीरवनचारी जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय गुरुदेव जय जय गुरुदेव नित्य गौर हरि बोल नित्य गौर हरि बोल। हरे नाम संकीर्तन की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। Hare Krishna. We will start with the Mangalacharan prayer. Hare Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Jaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tado Jayamudirigi. Nashtaprayeshu Padreshu Nityam Bhagavadasevaya Bhagavate Uttamasloke. Bhaktir-bhavati naishtaki mukam karoti vachalam bangam lingye giri कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनदारिणं श्रीचैतन्यमीश्वरं परमानन्द माधवं. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, thank you so much for giving me an opportunity to glorify. I am not qualified to glorify the Supreme Personality of Godhead, but consider this as a chance to purify myself. So before starting the class, I request all of you, please bless me to say something. It will be more beneficial for all the devotees associated here to hear Srimad Bhagavatam. Hare Krishna. So let us start with the sloka. Srimad
Krishna
Bhagavatam.
Mataji, can you please increase your volume a little? Sound it's coming a bit less. I don't know, it's for me or for everybody.
Hare Krishna. Now you can hear me, Mataji?
Yeah, better, Mataji.
But I will try. Hare Krishna. It's okay, Mataji?
Yeah, now it's okay.
So today we will start with Srimad Bhagavatam, 4th Canto, 6th chapter, sloka number 42. Hare Krishna. Anybody wish to recite the sloka?
Mataji, you can recite first, then I think they will follow.
Okay, Prabhuji. So we will recite the sloka. Brahma vacha jane tam isham vishwasya jagado yoni bijayo shakte shivasya cha param yadat brahma nirandaram. Brahma uvacha jane tam isham vishwasya jagado yoni bijayo shakte shivasya cha param yadat brahma nirandaram. Brahma uvacha jane tvamisham vishwasya jagado yoni bijayoga shakte shivasya cha param yadat brahma nirandaram. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Shall try. 1 minute. Mataji, can you display this verse? Yeah. Brahma uvacha jnane tvam isham vishvasya jagato yoni bijayo shakte shivasya cha param yattad brahma nirantaram. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare
Brahma vacha jane tvam isham visvasya jagato yoni bijayo shakteha shivasya cha param yattad brahma nirantaram. Hare Krishna.
Brahma uvacha jane tvam isham vishvasya jagato yoni bijaya shakta shivasya cha param yattat brahma nirantaram.
Hare Krishna. Brahma uvacha jane tum isham vishwasya jagado yoni bijayo shakte shivasya cha param yatat brahma nirantaram. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Anybody else would want to recite Hare Krishna? Hare Krishna. So we will go to synonyms, Prabhuji.
Yes, Mataji. Yes, yes.
Hare Krishna. Brahma Uvacha. Lord Brahma said, Jane, I know. Tvam, you, that Lord Shiva. Isham, the controller. Vishwasya, of the entire material manifestation. Jagat, of the cosmic manifestation. Yoni Bijaya, of both the mother and father. Sakte, a potency. Shivasya, of Shiva. Cha and Param, the supreme. Yat, which. Tat, that. Brahma, without change. Nirandaram, with no material qualities. So we will go to translation. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Translation. Lord Brahma said, My dear Lord Shiva, I know that you are the controller of the entire material manifestation, with the combination of father and mother of the cosmic manifestation, and is the supreme Brahman beyond the cosmic manifestation as well. I know you in that way. Here Lord Brahma is telling to Lord Shiva that, my dear Lord Shiva, I know that you are the controller of the entire material manifestation, with the combination of father and mother of the cosmic manifestation and the supreme Brahman beyond the cosmic manifestation as well. I know you in that way. Anybody would like to read the purport? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Although Lord Brahma has received very respectful obeisances from Lord Shiva, he knew that Lord Shiva was in a more exalted position than himself. Lord Shiva's position is described in Brahma Samhita. There is no difference between Lord Vishnu and Lord Shiva in their original positions, but still Lord Shiva is different from Lord Vishnu. The example is given that the milk in yogurt is not different from the original milk from which it was made. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Om Jnanantimirandasya Jnananjana Chakshrinmeelidam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stabidam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Dadadi Sapadandiyam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yuda Padakamalam Sri Guru Vaishnavam Cha Sri Rupam Sagrajadam Sakaganati Gunadhanidam Tam Sajivam Swadedam Savadudam Varjana Sagidam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sakaganalada Sri Vishakhanidam Cha. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bindhu Jagalpade Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastude Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishwapanuswade Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Mancha Kalpatarubhyacha Kripa Sindhubhye Vijapatitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashthaya Bhuvile Srimade Jayapadatta Samit Namne Namacharya Padaya Nidaya Kripa Padaya Gaurivadadam Nagaramadharine Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashthaya Bhuvile Srimade Bhaktivedanta Swami Namne Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharane Nirvishesha Shunivadi Pachati Deshatarane Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Welcome all devotees for the today morning. Every day we are reciting Srimad Bhagavatam. So today I am going to discuss about Srimad Bhagavatam Kando and the 6th chapter 42. So welcome all the devotees. So we can have a discussion. And I am so thankful to Prabhujis who are giving me a chance to say Shivana Krishna Prabhu and Sudarshana Vasudeva Prabhu. Give me a chance because I am not at all qualified. That everybody knows we are not qualified to glorify the Supreme Personality. But we consider this as an opportunity to purify ourselves. Every time we are hearing Srimad Bhagavatam or any scriptures, we can purify ourselves. So by imparting the knowledge or discussing about Lord Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, his activities and everything, all the devotees who are hearing, they are also getting a chance to purify themselves. So I am so thankful, and I request everybody to bless me. So we will start with the sloka and this purport. So we know that the sloka, it is telling that it is the translation itself, you can understand that Lord Brahmaji is telling to Lord Shiva, the topmost devotee of Krishna, and is the Vaishnava really, and is the demigod. We can consider him, we cannot say him as a demigod, but he is the topmost devotee. So it is what happened. The previous slokas, everybody know that there was Daksha Yaga and Sadi Mada left her body, and all the followers of Lord Shiva, what they have done. Virabhadra originated from the hair of Lord Shiva, and all of them were very angry, and they disturbed everybody in the who are gathered in the yajna. So they disturbed everybody and they killed Virabhadra, killed Daksha also. So this all the news who brought to Lord Shiva, Sri Narada, she brought all the news to Lord Shiva. So of course Lord Shiva is getting angry. And the demigods, all the devatas, all are gathered there. They were so afraid that Lord Shiva may become angry. So they know that what will happen. He can destruct everything. So they are requesting Brahmaji what to do. So Brahmaji, what he was telling, a Vaishnava is getting offended, you have to take the dust of the lotus feet of the Vaishnava and keep it on your head, or we have to ask forgiveness. So that from that words, we also should understand that we are also doing any kind of offense. We have to ask for forgiveness. The same, but while reading the scriptures and everything we are reading and we are discussing, from that one, we also should get some points to practice in our daily life as a Vaishnava, that we are practicing Krishna consciousness. So this is the scene what is going on there. And Brahmaji also came there. Before Brahmaji came to that Kailas, and there was a beautiful explanation of Kailas also. Everybody went through that one. And Narada Muni and Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva was in the one asana. We know that Ashtanga Yoga, there is different types of postures. And he was in the Virasana. After that, he won the saffron cloth and everything. And they were discussing about, and Lord Shiva and Sri Narada was discussing about absolute truth, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And there was, Sri Narada was asking some doubts. We know that Sri Narada, he know Narada Pancharatra and Pancharatra Vidhi, everything we know that. This is a different type, how we can do the devotional service. That also they were discussing. So that means that Lord Shiva is the Yogi Indra, not Yogendra, Yogi Indra. Yogendra is the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna. And Lord Shiva was Yogi Indra, the topmost yogi. He was always meditating the name of Krishna. So they were discussing, like he was showing some kind of mudra also, Tarka mudra and all. This is making the persons who were listening to that particular subject, they should get understand the proper knowledge. So that is the way Lord Shiva was sitting. So from that one, we should understand that he is the topmost yogi. So there are a lot of qualities of Lord Shiva. So while we understand the qualities of Lord Shiva, the position, as called position of Lord Shiva, we will also start to love him. So when we are coming to Krishna consciousness, we are learning that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And but even when we are understanding about Lord Shiva, we will also start to love him. This does not mean that we should worship Lord Shiva, because Lord Shiva also don't like to worship him, because he never tell that I am the God. because he is the topmost yogi and he is the topmost of all the even including the Mahajans also. And here the discussion was going on there. Then Brahmaji came, and Brahmaji is having the knowledge of Lord Shiva. The one name of Lord Shiva is Rudra. How the name came that after the Sanat Kumaras, 4 Kumaras of Brahmaji's, that they are the Brahmaji's sons, Brahmaji was requesting them to beget children, got marry and you grow up and you will get married and you will get children. But Sanat Kumaras, they refused, because they know they will grow up and they will be entangled in the material things, and they will be get affected by Maya, and they don't want to do like that. So this holy water they put over their head, and they want to be like children, 5-year-old children. That is why they are calling as Kumaras. And but Brahmaji got really angry, because what was his purpose? Brahmaji was trying to increase the population. So Brahmaji was requesting their own children. That means when father is requesting something to the child, he should obey. Like Lord Ramadeva, what his father was telling, you go to forest. He obeyed without anything. He obeyed. So that is the role of a child, or especially son. So here they refused. Then Brahma got angry. Of course, the father will get angry, because these children, they are not following the father's orders. So that from the middle of the eyebrows, who came? Rudra. Rudra is like, there are so many meanings they are giving in the scriptures, and we know that Rudra or Shiva, this is Shipra Prasadi and Shipra Kobi, and he's going to, and he's having the capacity to destruct everything. So Rudra came. Rudra is, we know that is a Shipra Kopi and Shipra Prasadi. So Rudra came, that is Lord Shiva. So Brahmaji himself, he know that he's so angry. He's so angry, and he don't know that how he will act, how he will react. But after that, we can see in the other sloka that when Brahmaji entered to the that place, Lord Shiva stood up, and he showed the respect, and he touched the lotus feet of Brahmaji. Why? Because he's the father. The son, how the son is respecting the father, same way Lord Shiva respected Lord Brahma. There was an example also given, that the case of Vamana Deva, Shiva Magashi and Aditi Mada, and how the Vamana Deva given obeisance to Shiva Magashi. The same way. That is why it is mentioning like the particular name. Vamana Deva, giving the particular name means Vamana Deva is Krishna, the Supreme Personality himself. He is still paying obeisances. He is giving respect to his parents. He is a Supreme Personality, but still he is showing the respect. Same way here, Lord Shiva, Brahmaji knows why it is again mentioning that Brahmaji know that the position of Lord Shiva. So that is why again mentioned the this one words that even if he know the position of Lord Shiva stood up and respect Brahmaji. So then that time there was a particular expression from the face of Lord Brahma, that is a smile. Why Lord Brahma was smiling? Because he was expecting that he will get angry, so there is something something very bad things will happen. But Brahmaji understood that Lord Shiva is in a calm and quiet way, because he was meditating. They were discussing about the absolute truth, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and about the all the different types of devotional service to please Krishna. So this is the scene. So here it is explained that although Lord Brahma has received very respectful obeisance from Lord Shiva, he knew that Lord Shiva was in a more exalted position. He know that than himself. Lord Shiva's position is described in Brahma Samhita. That is an explanation given in Brahma Samhita that Krishna and Lord Shiva, they are the same. But when we are hearing about this one, we will get confused. How like that? But the Lord Shiva is taking care of some particular group of devotees, and they are in the Tamoguna, and they are like their action, like reaction is very fast. They will maybe disturb others also. That will happen. That happened already in the starting of the secondary creation. So, but here we are telling milk is comparing to Lord Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and yogurt is comparing to Shiva. We cannot turn yogurt to milk. It's yogurt came from milk, but it's not in the, this is different texture, different taste also. But we cannot turn to milk again. But this is from the origin, from the same thing. So that is the easy to understand, the Lord Krishna and Lord Shiva. And so here Brahmaji is actually glorifying Lord Shiva. So we are also trying to glorify Lord Shiva today. Like we should understand that the position of Lord Shiva, how Lord Shiva is acting. And Lord Shiva having so many qualities. Today we will go through a few of the qualities. And Lord Shiva is one thing, he is the topmost devotee. Vaishnavanam Yadasham. So he is the topmost devotee. So Vaishnava, how we can understand that he is a topmost devotee? And he is along with the topmost devotee, and he is so merciful to all the people in the world. From that one story, on the incident, we can understand that during the time of churning of the milk ocean, the product came from out of that one is the poison. We know that Kala Goda poison came out. So that all demigod, they were very afraid. If it fall down on the earth, what will happen? Everything will be destroyed. So they approached to Lord Shiva. And what happened? Lord Shiva accepted. And he received that poison and he swallowed. He swallowed the poison. But what happened? That poison did not enter into the stomach, or it is not dissolved in the blood or in the body of Lord Shiva. He is having that much strength to hold that poison in his throat. Why it can happen? Because Lord Shiva is always meditating Krishna's name. He's always meditating. He's always keeping in mind on the lotus feet of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So you know that Krishna is residing in his heart. He don't want to put this poison inside the body. So he is thinking that it will disturb Krishna. One thing is like that. Another thing, he'll not spit it out. Why? If it is the poison, one drop of poison came out of his body, what will happen? The earth will be destroyed. So he was showing that much mercy to the all world. He was showing that much mercy to all world. Along with he was showing his respect, or he was showing that he is a topmost devotee. And why it is not affecting? Because he is always reciting the name of Krishna. When he is reciting the name of Krishna, when the poison is there, it will not affect, it will nullify. So that is the reason. From that incident, we should understand that Lord Shiva is the Supreme Personality. And another incident was there when a king was there, Chitrabhanu. And one time, this Rishi Ashtavakra, on the day of Shivaratri, this Rishi Ashtavakra met Chitrabhanu and asked, why you are following this Shivaratri Vrata? There is no need like that, he was telling. Then this Chitrabhanu was telling, in the previous birth, I was a hunter. Hunter means his name was like that is sweet voice. His name was sweet, like related to sweet voice. I don't know, I'll mention that. Suswara. His name was Suswara. Suswara means it is a beautiful voice. So how he was attracting the animals, he was singing, he was making some sounds. So by hearing the sounds, who is attracting by hearing the sounds? Deers. Each animal is having the particular quality. So deers, they are attracted by through the ears. So by hearing the sound, they will come, and by that time he throwing the arrow and kill that deer like that. One day like that he was doing, and he got one deer also. He tied that deer in the one tree, and same time there was too much raining, thunder, everything happened. He could not come out of that one, and he cannot go where he cannot find the way to go back to his home. So he was climbing one tree and sitting on the tree, and he was sitting there, and it has become very dark, and he was so sad like that he cannot go back, and he was thinking his family and children, everybody was so hungry and waiting for him. By thinking and thinking and thinking, he could not sleep, and he was so hungry even. and tears came out from his eyes. And there was nothing to do. What he was doing, there was a beard tree. That tree is that is something auspicious, bile tree, just like our tulasi. It is a bile tree. And he was what he was doing. He are getting bored. There is nothing to do, and he don't know to recite anything or something like that. He cannot do his hunting and all. So he was just plucking the each leaf and just throwing down. Sometimes we are doing like that also. When we are getting bored, we are taking some purpose and we are folding and tearing like this. Same way. But now we are not doing like that. We are not getting time to get bored. But that Chitrabhanu was a hunter, the previous birth. This birth only his name is Chitrabhanu. So what happened? He was just throwing these leaves. Then after that, he did not even sleep. Then when the morning time, he get up from there and went home. And he then before when he reached the home, what happened? He sold that beer and he got some money and he got some food and prepared. Before eating that food, what happened? One Brahmana came and asking for the piksha. So given something for that Brahmana also, and after that he had the food. He was telling like that. Then the time of death, this servants of Lord Shiva, they came and asked them, we are here to take you. Lord Shiva's aboard, like that. Then what happened? He told, I never recite any sloka. I don't know to worship. I don't have any picture in his mind about Lord Shiva or something. Then they were telling that one day of Mahashivaratri, that the day of Mahashivaratri, you are worshipping Lord Shiva. Then he told, never it happened in my life. Then they told, no, you were in that full night, you were awake, and you are from the tears, in the tears you are crying. And below that veil tree, there was a Shivalinga. Without knowing anything, without knowing the purpose or what he had done, he from the tears, he was doing this Abhisheka on Shivalinga. And the veil tree, he was throwing down, it was showering as an Abhishekam also. And he was on fasting, he did not even sleep. Because of these reasons, just like how we can follow the Mahashivaratri, he have done. That is the reason. And he was so surprised. How come? In my life, I did not do anything. Unknowingly, I do this one. He told, I was so hungry and I was missing my family. That is the reason I was crying. So they taken Chitrapanu, that is Handa, to the Lord Shiva's abode. He was living his few years, and next life he came as a Chitrabhanu, as a king. So he told, this is I can remember my previous birth. So I was thinking, unknowingly I was worshipping Lord Shiva, and I was a hunter even. I got that much blessings. So if I am following Mahashivaratri every time, how much it will be the mercy, how much mercy I will get from Lord Shiva. So he started to worship Lord Shiva, and he was following this Mahashivaratri Vada also. So this is we are telling that the mercy of Lord Shiva. And he is a topmost devotee, like that in Vrindavan, when little Krishna, small Krishna was there. Krishna took to appear in Vrindavan, and Lord Shiva wanted to see the lotus feet of Lord Krishna. He was thinking that the Lord Krishna is so beautiful, and if in the little form, little small Krishna, how much beauty that was there. So Lord Shiva wanted to see Lord Krishna's lotus feet. So what happened? He came to where Vrindavan. So he knocked the door, and Mother Yashoda came out. And Mother Yashoda, but before that one, Lord Shiva knows his form, how it will be, with all the ashes on the body, and skulls as a chain, and snakes around his neck, and jada, and so many things. So what happened? He know that if I am going in this way, everybody will get afraid. So better I will take the form of a sannyasi or a yogi. So he took the form of a yogi, and he went to Vrindavan, and Yashoda Maya opened the door, and Yashoda Maya asked him, what do you want, like that. Bhavadi Dichandegi. So Prichandegi, like that. Okay, okay, what from that, what do you want? She was asking. Then he told, I want to see little Krishna Lala. So Yashodamai got afraid. We know that Yashoda is telling that, I know that you sent by Kamsa, King Kamsa. Then keep on telling this yogi, I am not sent by King Kamsa. I want to just see I want to take darshan of Krishna. Then my mother Yashoda refused. Then there is no way, she did not allow. So Lord Shiva went back. Since that time, our Krishna started to cry. And what happened? Then you try to, maybe he's hungry, maybe he's thirsty, like that. Mother Yashoda was trying, but Krishna still keep on crying. Then the other gopis, they told, maybe little Krishna want to see that yogi, sannyasi, who came here. So Mother Yashoda may run with the gopis, and with like a procession, she brought back this yogi, and that she brought little Krishna in front of him, and he put his this lotus feet on his head. The same way, same time, Lord Krishna starts smiling, and he stopped crying. So in that way, and then Lord Shiva was requesting, I want to stay in the Vrindavan, Yogeshwara Mahadeva, like that he become the hill there, because he is the topmost devotee. And he's so strong. His strength we cannot explain. That we can see in the time, this Bhagirath for his forefathers, to make them free from all the sinful reactions. He want to bring the Sri Ganga Maya to earth. His forefathers also tried for Anshuman and all, I think. They were trying for that, but they could not bring Mother Ganga to on the earth. So Bhagirath was praying and praying, doing charity, and all the penance he was doing. So finally, Ganga Mother got satisfied, and she told, I will come. But there is two conditions. One condition is that somebody, because my force is that much strong, the normal person cannot hold that force. So somebody should hold me while I came from Akasha Ganga. Somebody should hold. So then they told, okay, we will approach Lord Shiva, and Lord Shiva accepted that one. So he called Mother Ganga on the Jada. So we can just imagine that much forceful Mother Ganga who is carrying Lord Shiva. And the Mother Ganga was requesting one more thing, that so everybody will take bath in my that water, that I will be become all the impurities will dissolve in me. Mother Ganga was telling, all the sinful persons will take a bath in my water, so all the impurities will dissolve in me, so I will be get impurified. So she told, for that what we will do. Then Bhagavad told, okay, all the devotees will take bath in Ganga. All this will be neutralized, like that. So from that one, we should understand that Lord Shiva is that much strong. One thing, he could swallow the poison because he's the topmost devotee, and he was that much strong to carry the force of Mother Ganga. So that means he's that much strong. While we know that Shadaishwarya with the Supreme Personality of Godhead there is, but even Lord Shiva also having that kind of strength. Otherwise, he cannot do like that. But there are some difference only, because Lord Shiva is in charge of the Tamo Guna, and his followers also like that. And he was doing the meditation is in the Ashtanga Yoga. This Ashtanga Yoga, Lord Krishna is not doing, because no need. Even if Lord Shiva is doing Ashtanga Yoga, and he was always meditating the name of whom? Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So that is the only little difference. And in say the Supreme Personality of Krishna was requesting Lord Shiva to take a birth in earth as a Sri Shankaracharya. That everybody knows that. Sri Shankaracharya is the incarnation of Lord Shiva. So what he was instructing, I think first the one scripture I heard that from the Acharya story, but first he was refusing like that, because the Advaita Siddhanta, actually Lord Shiva don't want to spread that Siddhanta. But we know that what happened before. This Sri Buddha was spreading this Ahimsa, because there was all the animal sacrifice were there. The previous time there was most of the kings, King Mirunu, and I forgot the name in the Srimad Bhagavatam. Also, it is Sri Narada was telling to one king that you are killing all the animals for your tongue satisfaction. Like that, it is already written in Srimad Bhagavatam. And at that time there was so much animal sacrifice, so they have to stop that animal sacrifice. Sri Buddha came and he spread the philosophy that he told that to ahimsa, that means don't kill anything. But there was a difference that there is no connection between the scriptures and the God. There is no philosophy related to the scriptures or related to the God. So that is the reason Lord Krishna sent Lord Shiva to spread that this Advaita. That means we are one. Like so, but that also not in the perfect thing, because there is God. There is God. So the people will be misguided. That they started to think that I am the God. I am the God. So this is bad. We cannot accept that one, because there is already God. And we have so many scriptures. It is written everything. How to do devotional service. When the people start to think about, then the other Siddhanta came. Ajindya Bheda, Abheda Tattva. And there is difference. We should understand we are part and parcel of Krishna, but not in quantity. It is in quality. So Lord Shiva also the part of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, but it is slight difference only. So now from this one we understood that he is the topmost devotee. And we know that he is the Shipra Kobi and Shipra Prasad even, but he's so merciful. He's so merciful. And when he saw the Mohini Rupa of Lord Vishnu, he was so confused. Why he was so confused? He cannot understand the illusionary energy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That is why he is so confused. He was telling that I cannot understand. So, and he was telling to even Sri Narada also, I am nothing. I am not a devotee at all. Then Sri Narada was explaining to him, no, you are a topmost devotee. No. How come topmost devotee? I am nothing. If I am the topmost devotee, Lord Krishna will never send you as a Sri Shankaracharya to spread against Lord like this. So that time also Sri Narada was explaining, don't think like that. There is purpose. That is Sarva Karana Karanam. There is a purpose for everything that the Supreme only knows. So Lord Shiva is always thinking that I am nothing. So that from that thought, what happened? He started to meditate always on the lotus feet of Krishna. And Sri Parvati Mata was also asking to Lord Shiva that in the devotional service, how we can do. That one sloka is there. Rama Ramedi Manorame Sahasranama Tatulya Ramanama Varanane. Sahasranama Tatulyam Ramanama Varanine. That is sloka when Sri Parvati Mata asking to Lord Shiva about this one, to whom I worship. Then Lord Shiva was telling, you should worship Lord Vishnu. So that is, so from that one you should understand there is the different sampradayas also there. Rudra Sampradaya is there. That we are accepting that one, but still you should see that. And even Shankaracharya, in the case of Shankaracharya was spreading the Advaita Siddhanta, but he was telling, but he was the sloka, he was telling that Bhaja Govindam, Govindam Bhaja Modamade. That is sloka. That is, he was telling, whatever you are doing, finally you have to serve, worship Govinda. He was spreading the Advaita Siddhanta even, but he was telling finally you should worship Govinda. The intelligent people should understand why Shankaracharya was spreading this Advaita Siddhanta, along with why he is telling you have to worship Govinda. From that one, we should understand that who is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. While we are reading what we have to understand that Lord Shiva also a topmost devotee, we should respect Lord Shiva. When we are going to our places, when we are seeing the Shiva Kshetra, and we should respect That does not mean that we worship Lord Shiva, but we should pay our obeisances, and we have to ask for the Krishna Prema. So we'll be very happy. And here is one, it is telling that also Shiva and Shakti. That is the Shiva Purana and Linga Purana, and so many scriptures were there. And there are some acharyas from our sampradaya also. I heard some speech from our acharyas also a long time before. I heard that there is a Shiva Linga. It is the male and female. It is a version of male and female. So they are united together. That is the Shiva Linga. And from that one, all the material creation came like that. So what Shivas, what they are telling that this is all world, all the universe is created by Shiva and Shakti. Without Shiva and without Shakti, they cannot be do anything. So this is a union of Shiva and Shakti. So here also Brahmaji is telling like that. That is the reason Brahmaji is telling that here the combination of father and mother of the cosmic manifestation. So that is the reason. So we should also we should respect. We know that in the first creation, this Kashiva Magashi, Adidimada, they are also begetting children. So this is for increasing the population. They are also part of Krishna, and we are also part of Krishna. And what we have to do, we have to pray, and we have to follow all the yama, niyama, and everything. And we are praying, we are doing in such a way that we have to get a bigger children for the service of Krishna, Krishna conscious child. The same thing, and Lord Shiva and Mother also, they are also doing the same thing. But what happened, it is some difference is there. Because the persons who are worshipping Lord Shiva, they are doing that for the material satisfaction. They are worshipping to get something to materially benefited. So that is the difference. Because he is the in charge of Tamoguna also. But here is another thing is he is in the stage of renunciation, Vairagya. And he was not at all attracted. Even if his devotees are doing the same thing, they are worshipping Lord Shiva to getting something beneficial for the material life. But Lord Shiva is completely detached. And he don't want to lose any second of his the moment of his life, because always he is standing the name of Lord Krishna. And Lord Shiva, it is renounced means, and he's where he is staying. His abode is in Kailasa. There is no palace, no soft cushion, nor soft things to eat, or something like nice dishes to eat. Nothing like that. His abode is in Kailasa. So, and he's wearing all these things like the normal person cannot accept snakes around the neck. Anybody can accept that one. So this is the attachment. This is not actually showing the detachment of Lord Shiva, not the attachment, the detachment. And why this is body is nothing. He's showing that it is body is nothing. This body is composed of so many other things. The soul is the important thing. That only he's showing, and is renounced. Is not attached by or attracted by the material things. But even if in that way also, he will get angry soon. And along with that, he was a loving husband and caring husband also. He was such a wonderful husband even, and protecting. Because you know that when Sati Mata was asking to go for Daksha Yaga and all, he was refusing, don't go. But Mother was telling, no, I want to go. That is my own house. And I am the smallest girl. So they were pampering me too much, loving me too much. So everything, there is a reason for everything, that we all know that there is a reason for everything. And but from that one, all these incidents, and we should understand that the position of Lord Shiva. We should understand the position of Lord Shiva, and we also respect him. Because we are following our Vaishnava Sampradaya, but that is Saiva Sampradaya, Shiva, but not like that. We should respect him, because what Krishna is saying, that if we are serving we are respecting the devotees, that is too much pleasing to Krishna. Krishna likes that. So if we are pleasing, we are loving, or we are respecting Lord Shiva, who will be happy? Lord Krishna will be happy. For that reason, we should respect Lord Shiva. And other things also, if we are telling like that, Lord Shiva is showing mercy. How it can be? He's so merciful. He's loving that all the people. That is why he was giving some satisfying some boons of even Rakshasa also. They are this Bhasmasura and all. Bhasmasura's story I did not hear from the scriptures, but that also happened because somebody is praying, somebody is doing penances. He also get satisfied, and that also he was telling to Sri Narada. Because some devotees, we cannot say them as a devotees, for the material benefit only they are doing tapasya, and they are doing this tapasya to satisfy Lord Shiva. He giving that one. This give, okay, tadastu. So from that one, what will happen? These personalities will start to disturb others. That also Lord Shiva was telling. If I am a topmost devotee, I will not do like that. So there is reason for everything. That only we have to understand. And here other thing is that from the sloka also we should understand that respect what we are showing between the devotees. And when a Vaishnava come to you, and we should give respect, show respect. And we cannot discriminate who is the topmost devotee. Here Brahmaji is the father, but still he was telling, he was glorifying his son. Why? Brahmaji know from his heart that the position of Lord Shiva. So, but for us also, when we are practicing Krishna consciousness, we should understand that. Always consider that we are nothing and others are in the topmost level. In that way, if we are thinking, we can easily respect. That is the humility we can show. We are showing the humility, what will happen? Others will be more happy. Whoever is coming and come in contact with us will be more happy. That is the importance of association. Here also there is one association. Lord Shiva, Sri Narada, Sri Brahmaji, everybody was gathered together. Because all the these devatas came to please Lord Shiva, but Lord Shiva already in the normal position. Because they are afraid that he will be get angry. So that is the reason. So here, every time when we are reading the scriptures and explaining, we should take something from that one. So here we know that Shiva's position. And the previous time we know that Dakshayaga, the scenario of the Dakshayaga, that Daksha got angry because that he's having the ego that Lord Shiva did not respect me. That is the reason. Because he is that much having the bodily consciousness. And here also the Lord Shiva is always meditating. He is practicing some yoga. That is why he is calling as a Yogindra. And but he was not standing in front of Daksha because he know that the position. Because what happened? Because he was meditating on Krishna. That is, he know that Krishna is the supreme. But the people, less intelligent people, cannot discriminate in these things. They cannot find out who is the supreme, to whom we have to worship. We have to worship Lord Krishna, and we have to do the devotional service to satisfy Krishna. So then that time also, I forgot to tell that time also, when Lord Shiva was swallowing the poison, then others know that why he was swallowing the poison. He want to please Krishna. He want to please Krishna. That is the only reason. He want to please Krishna always. He want to do always the devotional service to please Krishna. Though how a devotee can do to please the Supreme Personality, the same way you also should follow. We have to respect others. We have to discuss what he was discussing. When Narada was meeting Lord Shiva, they were not discussing about Sati Mata left her body or the Daksha, why he was done like that. That is the reason. No, they did not discuss anything. They discussed about the absolute truth and the devotional service. Even if the incident happened, soon after that, when Lord Shiva discussed with Narada, Sri Narada, about the absolute truth and the devotional service. Same way, we also, when we are seeing the other Vaishnavas, we have to pay our obeisances, we have to respect them, we have to invite them, and we have to discuss about all these pastimes of Krishna and his devotees. So we can discuss about Lord Shiva. There is nothing harm when we are going to the Shiva temple. There is nothing harm. We can go. But we have to ask for Krishna Prayam. So he will be very happy. So we will be very happy to give us. So I think Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, because a short period I tried to discuss something, and I request everybody to bring some points, Hare Krishna, to benefit all the other devotees who are there. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you. Very wonderfully explained the glories of Lord Shiva, especially all the pastimes, how he hold Mother Ganga on his head, and how he is so merciful to all the living entities, very compassionate, and he always meditates on the Lord, and also that he drank this poison. One way is to please Lord Krishna. So many wonderful qualities of Lord Shiva, because a very name Lord Shiva represents all auspiciousness. So very nicely explained, Mataji. Thank you very much. So if devotees have any question or comments on today's discussion, you can ask Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
So there are no questions. Any comments?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Prabhuji,
Hare
my
Krishna.
video was off.
Yeah,
20
your
minutes
video was
already.
off, so we want to tell, but
Somebody
then we
with
thought
Mataji.
Kannan coming in
Explain.
between, so he told to off the video, so I off the video. Now only
You
I
have
know to.
explained very nicely the qualities of Lord Shiva, like he's a Guna avatar, he's a Ashutosha, he is the Lord's Shiva's mercy on the Vaishnavas, that how the Vaishnavas get the mercy for him, Shiva's mercy on demons even, and Lord's anger. So we can understand by today's verse the mood of Lord Shiva, the mood of servitorship, how to develop that mood to get the love for Krishna. So the mercy of the Vaishnavas, like Lord Shiva, is Ashutosha. He can be pleased very easily. So we can beg in front of him his mercy, because he's a great Vaishnava, pure Vaishnava, to progress in our spiritual life, to progress in developing love for Krishna. So thank you, Mataji. You have explained very nicely. Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, and also he is also the Dham protector also in every Dham, like Vrindavan, Mayapur, everywhere he protects the Dham also.
Yeah.
As a service to Lord Krishna. So a lot of wonderful qualities, and definitely we have to take his mercy, because without Vaishnava's mercy it is said that we cannot approach Krishna. So we have
Yes,
to
Prabhu.
definitely seek the mercy of Lord Shiva.
Yes.
So we'll all pray for him, pray at his lotus feet. Hare Krishna. So thank you, Mataji. So I think there are no other comments or questions, I think. So We'd like to thank you for your efforts in preparing and explaining this sloka very nicely with a lot of points. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Maybe Prabhuji,
So-
I don't know that. If something happened like that, please send me a message or something, your video, because
No,
commenting,
actually,
switch off the video.
I want to tell, but and I thought maybe you